Hey folks, welcome to Robbie's River Roundup for Friday the 16th of January 2015. As always, proudly brought to you by Adventure Camping and Fishing at 14 Rowan Street, Wangaratta, where they sell Icon spinnerbaits for $9.99 a shot. Icon spinnerbaits, Icon Carnage spinnerbaits, they are an exclusive line to Complete Angler stores. Not all Complete Angler stores will have them. A lot will, some may not. Adventure Camping and Fishing stock them. And at $9.99 a shot, they are quite a viable option for bankside fishing or land-based fishing where you're more prone to lose lures because they're that little bit cheaper. Anyway, the rivers are looking really good at the moment. We had quite a lot of rain last week. The rivers came up, the streams rose, the flush pushed through. Right now the flush is passing through Wangaratta. The King River, which is where I am now, is not as badly affected as the Ovens River. In fact, there's been little effect. The Ovens River has come up probably a foot or so in Wangaratta, and it's reasonably clear and a bit off colour. The fishing may just slow down a little bit for a few days. This weekend might not be the best weekend to fish. In saying that, it's certainly still very, very fishable. The fish are still active, the water's still quite warm, which speeds up their metabolism and helps them bite better. So they're still very fishable. I'm just not predicting it to be the best weekend, but I do think fish will be caught. The flush hasn't been bad enough to shut the fishing down. The Broken River has barely changed. The Kiwi River's had quite a good flush during the week. I'm not sure what it's like at the moment, but it could be still a bit high and a bit off colour on the weekend. That could be a bit hit and miss. But Wangaratta wise, the Ovens and King are going to be really good, particularly the King, and the Broken should be fantastic. The mountain streams, the trout streams are the pick of them at the moment because they enjoy the flush better than any. As I said last week, the flush will trigger the trout to go on the bite and feed really well. Whereas in these lower reaches, the flush can trigger the fish to slow down or speed up or do anything. It's a bit more hit and miss than what it is up in the hills. I still reckon if I was heading out this weekend, I'm not sure whether I'm going to get time, I've got a busy schedule, but if I head out this weekend, I'll probably head out chasing a trout because, like the farmers say, let's make hay when the sun shines. Conditions in the hills are really good. There's still a bit of fresh water flushing through and the fish are feeding quite well, and I've had some good reports this week from trout fishing. Because then if we get a dry week next week, I'll head back down to these lower reaches. So the rivers and creeks aren't perfect, but they're not far from it. They're a little bit higher than normal, but that may not be a bad thing. Now, I'm going to give a free plug to Bockman Batteries in Albury. A lot of you have probably heard about or read about my good friend Wayne Gardner. Wayne works at Bockman Batteries. I went there this morning because when I went to go to Albury this morning, I turned the key in my car and I went roar, 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 roar. But it did fire. I looked at the date on the battery and it was 2009, 5-year-old battery. I went to Bockman Batteries, I saw Wayne, or Straubs. Not only do you just buy a battery off him, but Wayne's come out, he's taken my old battery out, he's cleaned the terminals, Mickey Mouse, put the new battery in, put it all in, anchored it down so it's nice and roadworthy, and all I had to do was lean on the bull bar and watch. Me watching Straubs work. I like that because I spent 5 years working with him and I had to, he got to watch me work. Well, he done nothing. Bockman Batteries, a great place to go to get a battery. If you're looking for a car battery, go into Albury, see Straubs, give him a bit of a rev up, and he'll really look after you by putting your battery in for you. Something that's annoying me, I see it a lot on Facebook and on social media and that these days is racism. I hate racism. Okay, I think we all need to be a bit more like Mario from the Nintendo 64 series. You know Mario? He's an Italian plumber, but he's made by the Japanese. He speaks English and he looks Mexican, and I tell you what, when he jumps up for those coins, he jumps like a black American. That's not racist, he's got a bit of everything in him. Oh dear. Anyway folks, hope you head out this week. If you do, good luck. Now's a good time to hit the trout streams. I said it and I'll say it again because I don't know how long these good conditions will last. Great time to head up in the hills. Chasing cod and yellow belly, conditions could go either way. You could catch fish and you may or you may not. But up in the hills, it's the best time. Good luck and I'll see you next week. Mario. Let's go!